The Georgia Bulldogs just overtook Alabama for the #1 2024 recruiting class in America. On signing day 2023, the Dogs landed the #7 player in the country and #1 rated cornerback in the 2024 class when Ellis Robinson IV announced his commitment to Georgia. Robinson's a 6'1", 185-pound lockdown corner from IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. Let's bring on recruiting director for On3, Chad Simmons. Chad, the 2023 cycle had a bunch of Georgia-Bama battles. Now the 2024 cycle already has the same feel to it. How was Georgia able to beat out Bama for Robinson, the #1 corner in America?
You know, obviously he's been to Georgia, I think 5 or 6 times. He said the second visit for him was key early, I guess mid to late last summer. He was there and spent time, multiple days with Kirby Smart, Fran Brown, around the players, and just loved the culture, felt the fit for him as a person, as a student, as an athlete, as a football player. And I think that carried with him as he went to games during the season. He was back for an early junior day here in 2023. And in the end, Georgia just beat out Bama because of the fit. He felt he fit in perfectly with the people there in the culture Kirby Smart's created at the University of Georgia.
Robinson's only entering his senior year, but Chad, you've already had numerous opportunities to watch him play in 7-on-7 settings, in real football settings. What makes Ellis Robinson so special?
Well, obviously, you start with the physical attributes. You know, he's pushing 6'1", around 190 pounds. He's big. He's physical. The way that Kirby Smart, Fran Brown, Will Muschamp want their cornerbacks to play in the SEC. Then he has that twitch. He can turn. He can run. He's shown he can play on and off coverage. He's a ball-hawking defensive back that not too many QBs are challenging anymore. He's kind of earned that respect where guys look the other way pretty quickly from that quarterback position. But he'll be a guy that comes in, I think, to Georgia in December, looking to make a pretty early impact. He'll be ready to go, I think, as a guy physically and mentally prepared to play early at Georgia.
Yeah, you're talking about enrolling early at Georgia. That's about 11 or 12 months from now. Today is National Signing Day 2023. What makes you think that Robinson, a 2024 prospect, is going to stick to his commitment to Georgia for the next year?
I mean, it'd be no surprise, Josh, if he takes other visits, other trips right now, based on what he's saying. There's no plans for that. I mean, he wants to get back to Georgia for spring practice, probably spring game, and then be in Athens as much as he can around that IMG Academy schedule in the summer, then again in the fall. So right now, things look pretty good for Georgia. But like you said, we're still 10, 11 months away from when he'll sign and make things official. So anything's possible. But right now, he seems pretty set on being a Georgia Bulldog. And he loves that connection with Kirby, Fran Brown, Muschamp, and not just those guys, but the players that are at Georgia. And then Georgia signed multiple guys from IMG in the 2023 cycle. So he has that connection as well. So a lot of things play in factor of him staying, or in favor with him staying with Georgia.
Yeah, and Georgia now jumps out to the #1 class in the country. Last year, they finished just behind Alabama. Who are some other big-time 2024 targets that the Dogs are in on?
Well, I mean, I think you got to start with at the top with Dylan Raiola. I mean, obviously, you have a quarterback already, Ryan Puglisi, and that was one of the last stops that Kirby Smart and his staff made up at Avon Old Farms in Connecticut this past week. So they already have one commit, but Dylan Raiola obviously is going to be on top of the boards across the country from Georgia, USC, Nebraska, and others. I think there's multiple guys in this state. I mean, Kirby was down watching DeMello Jones play at Swainsboro, a freak athlete Georgia's battling Alabama for early already in South Georgia. So there's a lot of guys. Georgia already has, I think, 9 or 10 commits in this class now for 2024, off to a hot start. And there's been people talking about, if the chips fall right, this could be another historic class. We talked about Alabama's earlier, about what they've done in 2023, but Georgia's on pace in 2024. Again, if the dominoes fall right, to sign one of those historic classes full of 5 stars under Kirby Smart.
Well, Kirby Smart sets the tone on February 1st, landing the #1 corner in America. It's going to be a heck of a battle for the next year to see who will finish first. Alabama, Georgia, Texas, so many good recruiting classes, but Ellis Robinson commits to UGA today. Thanks for stopping in, Chad.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you for watching.
make sure you smash that subscribe button for me, and remember to check out all the videos on the On3 YouTube page.